Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Badgers pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a 1st down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. They'll give it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the Badgers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, and it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Badgers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball is free in the backfield. The defense recovers the fall.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Here's the 2nd down play. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Powering through. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Quick throw to the left side, and this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the Badgers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for his back. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs, it's Riley. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for some space. It's Riley. The defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through. And breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Nice run here by this Wisconsin running back to pick up the 1st down, and you love to see Wisconsin when they can run the ball. Think about this. The embarrassment of riches that the Badgers have had over the years. Monty Ball and Melvin Gordon and Jonathan Taylor, and going back to Ron Dayne, who won the Heisman. So many good backs that have played at Camp Randall.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receivers are bunched together. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback operating an empty set. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
6-9-1, Gators score. Here we go.
And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense brings him down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Defense is coming after him. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After consecutive losses, you need a miracle here on third and a mile. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Nice grab. It's Riley. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Hit as he released it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
One more play before they head to the locker room. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They get the second half started with a running play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First and 10 play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. I know you go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Turner brought down, sets up the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll run it to the right side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Wisconsin offense back out on the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Defense not pressing this time. Powers through. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively. It's making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down after that previous play.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Hands off to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake on first down. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, I love the call here to send the linebacker after the quarterback, and we have seen so many linebackers with the ability to rush the quarterback in their days of playing at Wisconsin. T.J. Watt stands out. Going back to Chris Borland, who had the ability to blitz. T.J. Edwards. And somehow, some way, don't you feel like you got to get J.J. Watt in here? Technically, he's a defensive lineman, but he was just so good at rushing the quarterback. We'll call him a linebacker as well.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this This defense has been great entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
3:25.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down.
42 Spider.
Keeps it on the designed run. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the quarterback will take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play.